It's way too sunny. I can't. Yikes. Oh, geez. Good morning, darkness. How are y'all? Good morning, good morning. How is everybody? Monique. Good morning, y'all. Oh, wait, I have these on, don't I? I do. Hold on. Is that better? Sometimes those suck badly. So probably. Morning. No, I won't be on long anyway, Jamie. But I'm seeing so many posts about the sudden new search. I'm like, what? No, no sudden new search. Hey, Michelle. Oh no, you broke your wrist. That doesn't sound good. Hey, Brandy. Yeah, so have you guys been hearing about the new search for summer? Yeah, by the PIs, the private investigators. This is not new. Did anybody read the article? Okay, so yeah, it's not new at all. It's not new. Oh, I'm coming home. Yeah, it's newsless, KK, right? But people are now like calling the PIs to see if they actually charged money. The private investigators have been working with the family since the beginning, right? They paid them a down payment and they did everything else pro bono, meaning for free. Rogersville, Tennessee. Almost a year after Summer Wells was reported missing, people are continuing the search for the missing Hawkins County girl. Quote, "We've been at it for almost a year now, so you have to look in all areas. We have to look in areas like in this case, there was an animal attack or something of that nature," said Chris of CNC Investigations. "We have to re-canvass neighborhoods, re-interview witnesses in case we're missing something in an abduction type situation. We're working on multiple fronts." CNC Investigations, who are also known for their work in the Luke Vance and Thomas Hastings cases, have focused their efforts on their search for Summer since last July. They've been around the whole time. We have to charge something when we sign the contract with the Wells, but the rest of this has been done for free. We've been very lucky here that we have a go-to person with the local law enforcement, and they have treated us with respect as we do them. Hopefully we can all work together on the same team and get answers. Chris says they have used a drone to search somewhere around 1,000 acres. Anything we find, we take immediately to law enforcement. We don't discuss those things with anybody because the last thing we would want to do is hinder the investigation. Law enforcement feels strongly that there could have been an animal attack. They have not ruled anything out. So again, you have to sort of attack this from every direction. On Saturday, 8 people, including one drone operator and the private investigators hired by the Wells, searched a property on the back side of Ben Hill Road. There were rumors of footprints and things that were found in the woods when Summer went missing. If you sort of look at that evidence and the surrounding properties and the directions the footprints headed, sort of gives you an idea of where to go look. If the property owner knows that there wasn't a lot of people on his property, then we probably need to come out and do a more thorough search, as thorough as possible. That's the main reason we're out here. Plus, most of the searches in the past have been concentrated on the area between Ben Hill and Fields Road, so there's a lot of interest in this area. First to deploy a nonprofit drone operator has also been assisting. We do all of this free of charge. We don't charge the family. We don't charge law enforcement, so volunteer help is definitely good. We use a Mavic 2 Pro that allows us to shoot in 20 megapixels, and we use that to run through a program called Locate. Locate can detect the color of a shirt from 200 feet in the air, even if it's the size of a quarter. When you put someone in the ground, basically as they decompose, it kind of kills everything around it. As everything grows back over time, it flourishes. It kind of creates a super fertile soil. And what you can detect on your infrared is the different color on the ground that you wouldn't normally see. Now, these are people that Cam and Allie have talked about 50 times. Read the article, right, Kathy? Read the article. So, this is not new. None of this is new. There's no new search. There's no new, oh, they think it was animals. This has always been, right? They're out there searching all the time. WJHL just did an article on it. That's all. I mean, if you ever listened to Kraken Cases, you would hear them talking about the PIs. That's them. This is the PIs, Chris. They had to charge something because they aren't a nonprofit. So they charged them the flat $500 or whatever it was, deposit, and then they've done everything else for free. First to deploy are the guys that Cam got the whole command center trailer thing donated on his channel. Remember? I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that happened. I'm pretty sure it was first to deploy. But in any case, none of this is new. None of this is new. Right? So, yeah, they were saying even in the beginning, the TBI lady said, she could have walked off and something could have happened there. What do you think could have happened? Well, if she walked off, she could have perished in the woods. She could have been taken by an animal. She could have fell down a ravine. Anything. She could have fallen and bumped her head. We don't know. Because they haven't seen hide nor hair of Summer, that's probably why they're thinking perhaps an animal. Do I believe that? Sometimes I think she could have wandered off, sure. But the point is, I'm going through YouTube and I'm like, why is everybody talking about a new Summer well search? There's no new search. This search has been going on. These private investigators have been involved in this case since last July. Since July. This is not new in the least bit. And so now why are we having people call the private investigators? This is why they've kept their name out of YouTube. This is why. Right here. This is why. Now people are calling to see if they charge. Why? What is the point of that? They're out there literally searching for Summer, and we've got to catch them in something or make them something that they're not? For what reason exactly? It's just crazy to me. Why can't we be normal? This is why we can't have nice things. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. Right here. This is why. Makes no sense. Yeah, they do it monthly. They do this all the time. This is just the first time an article. Exactly, Squall. It's like, what? What? This is not a new search. People are like, well, what do they expect to find after a year? They've been out there. They've been out there the whole time. This is not new. This is not a new thing. It's what's been happening. It even says it in the article. It says it in the article that they did. We've been at this for almost a year now. Exactly, twin. I love you too, Monique. Member for 26 months. I love you so much. We've been at this for almost a year now. Yeah. This isn't new. They've used this drone to search somewhere around 1,000 acres. You think they did that in one day? Saturday? No. They've been out there. I mean, fine. Let's just imagine that maybe people misunderstood, okay? That's fine. But then why do we have to find something bad in it every single time? Why? It makes no sense. So now we've got to call them, and for what reason? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, Jamie, exactly. To cause drama. For what? For people who are doing this pro bono for free? Come on. Even though you put out info, somebody thinks you still, of course. The drone infrared camera data like a hotspot. Yep, and they keep going back to these areas. Yes, I just drove him to camp. He is going to be having a lovely day. I hope you use. Of course, Kim. They won't destroy where I'm at. I can tell you that much. They will not destroy where I'm going to be. So, Scotty says he knows that area, that it has not been searched. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. The areas that the PIs are talking about? Hey, Mama Sheep. Hey, B. It is a complete circus. This is why they went back to the February search. Grassy Creek and its drone hotspot. Notice the pattern. Anyone genuinely trying to help is attacked. Yeah, absolutely. It'll be 1 year and 2 days. Yep, nothing new. Oh, TCE, I hope you're feeling okay. I emailed you back this morning. Yeah, they don't know if she wandered off. We've never known that. The TBI said it from the jump, that it's very possible, yes. Hey, Brenda. I'm going for summer if some people are not going for the right reasons. Same. Jilly. Thanks, Kim. Of course, Michelle, me too. I want to have hope, right? Of course, we want to have hope, but it's almost a year. Now, there was a lady taken 40 years ago. 40 years ago. She just showed up. You don't know. Hey, vet girl. It's very, very possible. Hey, Tammy. Tennessee. But it's like anything that mentions her name, people gotta jump on it. It's like, it's so sad and ridiculous at this point. Well, all they got a scent of her when the dog's out. Yes. Yep. All they got was a scent. Yep. That professional group scours the dark web. Yes. No, not that I ever heard. No. Hey, Jude. Dave R., they found something in the field, and an article talked about Summer may have been attacked by an animal. Hey, Hartley, honey. Hey, is it P girl? Pet girl? Hey, girl. It's just like, okay, so something comes out and it's literally nothing, right? It's nothing, and we've got to act like it's, oh my God, you know, how is it possible that they're doing this for free? Let's just see here. How is it possible, guys, that this week, just this week, new footage, Summer Wells. Must see Warrior's Path 1 year later. What law enforcement believes happened to Summer. Working on Summerwell's t-shirts. What is going on in Summerwell's basement? Private investigators plan to search. They've been searching. Breaking from Summerwell's. PIs are doing searches. Summerwell's and the wild animals. Summerwell's TBI drone versus private investigators. Summerwell's bombshells from Sam's Live. What does TBI think happened? Breaking news. Private detectives search for Summerwell's. Summerwell's PI searching. Searchers recall intense search. Summerwell's needles and syringes and JSB. Summerwell's sleeping on milk jugs in analysis. Candace Harrer, hydrocodone. Let's talk about Candace with the interview room. Summerwell's lack of experience. Summerwell's live show. Summerwell's covering up what happened. Stop this now. Summerwell's needs you to stop. Missing. Summerwell's. Summerwell's, no rehab for Dawn? Summerwell's 1 year later. What do we know? Leslie's comments about Summerwell's. Looking back 11 months, what did Dawn tell CM? This is all this week, guys. This is this week. This is this week. Anything she's been mentioned or tagged in this week. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me, bro? I'm not making this up. You can go to your search filters right now. This week alone. Okay? It literally never ends. It literally never ends. You could just keep going. I'm not joking. And look, I have my filter on. See? This week. This week. It's so sad. Good morning, Emily. Yeah, that in the garbage the baby is forgotten. Yep. You know, I listened to The Glarer last night. I was going to bed, and he had made a video called This Is So Stupid. And I didn't know if I was going to agree with what he was saying or disagree with what he was saying. But I'd say about 80% of it I totally agree with. Completely agree. It has, we've been saying this for a while. Everybody has, right? This has turned into an absolute shit show. It's just turned into a shit show. And there's, you cannot convince me that people are strictly doing this out of love. No. 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 There's no way. I agree, Jude. Yeah. Kyron, there's so many kids. There's so many kids out there. And I'm guilty myself of taking too long to put something together to put out. I'm guilty of it myself. So, yeah. It's just too much. Okay, let's look at the Michael Vaughn case for a second, shall we? Allegedly, there's a lot going on with that case as far as the parents go. The mother, not the parents, but the mom. I guess audio came out of her yelling at her 2-year-old or something, which, not up to me to judge, whatever. But there's another channel, I guess, who they've had her on, and she talks about, leave my family alone, leave us alone. So they're being harassed as well, probably on a much lower level than what Summer Wells' case is, but there's a lot of controversy there too. Why? Why is there controversy? You have to ask yourself what we are doing. Are you here to help, or are you here to exploit these people? What is the fucking point? Well, also too, if people on social media are harassing you, but you're in chats with wrenches, can we say, well, they're not involved in social media, which we could say in the beginning. They're not on YouTube, that's why it's not so bad. Remember when we were talking about how Dawn and Candace, because they kept coming on here, it kept getting worse. In case Brandy Neal doesn't realize it, the more you come on here, the more you're feeding the parasites. And what do parasites do? They'll eat you alive from the inside out. It's what they'll do. And I don't know the whole deal with the Brandy Neal stuff. I don't agree with everything I've heard the lady say. But what does that mean? That she had something to do with her kid's disappearance? No. So then why the fuck are we... I don't even understand. I don't even understand anymore. Stop starting with every new person who's introduced to the case. You can't even be introduced to the case. Also, you got every person, this is something that the Glare said too, every person who ever even glanced at Summer Wells in her entire life wants to come on YouTube. You've got to question those reasons why. You have no information about the case whatsoever. What is your claim to coming on here and using her name? What is your motivation for that? Ask yourself. In my opinion, do I think Candace or Dawn are going to snitch on one another? If they're guilty of this, do I think they're going to turn on each other? No, I don't. Yeah, Mouse. Yeah. Hey, Bonnie. No, I don't. I don't think that they're gonna turn on each other. If they truly did something and they really know what happened to Summer, no, I do not think that they're going to flip. Unless they both get completely sober and then their conscience kicks in, then perhaps. Hey, Stacy. Cupcakes. I've gone back to my professional podcasters. No shade. Claire, I totally understand. Hey, Heels, honey. Thank you, Marianne. Amy Luhu. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a year, might help. I mean, anything helps. Anything helps, right? No, Brenda. Do I think like it's as bad in other cases? Sometimes it is. It really depends on the amount of attention. And this is sad. You're not going to like this answer at all. Because this is really the truth. And it's fucked up to even think of it like this, right? The more attention a case gets, the more crazy the YouTubers get. Why? What do you think? What do you think? So if a case blows up on social media, on YouTube specifically, and Facebook, you want to be the one, right? You want to be that one who's got the parents on. I don't want to be that one. You want to be the one interviewing everybody. You want to be the one in the know who's got this secret information. I don't want any of that. And the reason I personally am afraid of that, I'll go back to the glarer again. There was a case, Heidi Broussard. I covered it. I thought her boyfriend was guilty too. Heidi Broussard had a little baby, a little infant, Margot. Thank you, Versi. And they went missing. And everybody blamed Shane. I thought he was guilty too. And he wasn't. But in the quest for everybody to be first, to be the know-it-all, this guy was fucking tortured on social media. Tortured. There's a channel on here who had a friend up, a tell-all about Heidi and Shane. And during her live stream, the truth broke out that it wasn't Shane, even though they were up there talking about it being Shane. For me, that would have been so embarrassing, but it kind of blew this person's channel up because the news then wanted to talk to them. But in any case, like Chris Watts, for example, Chris Watts was guilty. Guilty as the fucking day is long, and admitted it. But that case is still going on today. Yes, Claire. Yes. Yep, Gray said from day one it wasn't him. From day one. You know, people may have their issues with Gray and how he speaks and whatever. It's because he really, truly loves what he does. And this kind of stuff frustrates the fuck out of him. And I get it. I get it. I can be mad at him. Because you know what? He's right. He's right. And he sees this destroying what you would call, and I said this the other day in Cam and Allie's chat, make no mistake, this Summer Wells community is not true crime. I don't mean to be an asshole. I don't want to be offensive at all. However, this is not true crime. And if you think that it is, you're crazy. This is not the true crime community. This is the Summer Wells community. I believe the Wells have told the truth. Yeah, this is not true crime. You know, people are like, oh, the true crime community is horrible. This is not the true crime community. This is a fragment that is discussing a true crime case. We're a little fraction of a much larger genre, true crime, discussing one case. That's it. This is not true crime. It isn't. So every time people put themselves in that category, they're taking away from people who spend weeks upon weeks researching a case and go out of their way to be respectful to the victims and the families. They go out of their way to ensure that they don't sensationalize a case. They don't beat it into the ground. They don't accuse people, without fact and proof. That's true crime. It's completely not this. Could you imagine the likes of John Lorden going on YouTube and bashing parents? Never. Never. Thank you, TCE, honey. 3 months. It's just not. It just isn't. And that's what Glera was saying. He said, I don't belong here. I don't belong here. And I felt that with everything. I really did. He's much milder when you guys work together. But girl, sweetheart, we would discuss the social media before news media. Social media can be biased. And that is determined by present, per, and who's in chat. Pick a side mentally. Why? It's a good question. Why? Where are you in the background? It looks like I'm near your house. Well, I don't know you. I could be near your house, maybe. Oh, Emily. It does, Hartley. It does. It does. Well, I won't lie. I've put up what I've made. I put up every dime that I've made since I started my channel, along with how much I'd make basically per view, and it's pennies. However, back when this all started, the super chats were ridiculous. You don't make anything off of ads. I used to have 2,000 people in the chat. You can't stop people from, whatever they're going to do. But after a while, you got to know when to stop. Could I come on here every single day and talk about summer? Yeah, probably. Probably. I could keep this train right on going, friend. But would it be right? I don't think I would feel right. I think I would feel like a piece of shit if I kept doing that. Right? I could, though. Could. Yeah. Why not? If I only wanted to do it for money, and there's money to be made, you could. You could do it. But that's your own moral compass, and it's up to you what you want to do. And it's up to the people in the chat if they want to donate. And if they do, that's great. It's all up to how you feel specifically about that. If you really feel like you're bringing solid information, fine, whatever, man. But, I think what happens is at first, when you really do jump on a case, you don't feel like you're exploiting it, right? You don't feel that way. But as time goes on, and there's no new information, I felt like I could keep going with this. I could. I could. And I'm going to tell you, the amount of members and revenue coming in was amazing. You know how many members I've lost? I don't even look at my member count anymore. I'm like, oh my God, it's so low now. Like, it went whoof. As soon as, no, I'm not in Virginia, honey. As soon as I said I'm not going to be talking about this all the time. And I asked people in the beginning, please do not join this channel if you're only here for summer. Because that's not what we're going to talk about forever. We're just not. And people didn't like that. I get it. I get it. It makes you feel bad. You're like, but at the same time, hey, Trinity. I hate Otto and my bad thumbs. I agree, Monique. One thing I find annoying is when the title of the show doesn't include... Yeah, I'm not going to put her name in it unless it's specific, but even today I didn't want to do that. Oh, sipping on fire. Thank you. But I do know God's got her. I hope so. Purple. Same, girl. Me too. It's just a lot, Gavel geeks. I'm gonna be seeing you very soon, Lovebug. It is a hard spot, man. It really is. Oh, thank you, Vet Girl. If you take the involved person's statements made on YouTube. I can tell you this, and thank you very much, Vet Girl. Gavel Geeks and I, because she's brilliant and so detailed. Do you think I'm detailed? She blows me out of the water. We're going to work on a project together. We talked about it. We're going to work on it. Thank you, guys. Y'all are adorable. But then I let this place get to me. That's what I did. I'm not going to lie. There was this other creator. She's not even a creator. I'm not even going to call her a creator. Who explain this for real so you guys understand what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mama She, honey. Hey, Jazz. So there was this... Here we were planning, right? Karama Mama, Adrian, Jenny, Gavel Geeks, myself, right? We really wanted to put together something factual and strong and solid. Something we could be proud to put out, really. And then along comes this person who made a comment that her and I live in the same town. Okay. This is at a point where I'm starting to get really aggravated that there's so much fighting and so much bullshit going on that when I saw that comment, my anger took over to the point where I was like, oh, is this person trying to dox me? Like, what is really going on? Hey, Ems, it's good to see you. So, number one, we don't live in the same town. But I became so enraged that I knew coming on here all the time, I would say something crazy. And I had to back way up and say, you know what, I'm not doing this Summerwell stuff. I'm not doing it because I'm going to get myself into trouble. My temper is horrendous. And I knew if I keep going with this, this is going to end up getting personal. And I don't want that to happen, so I've got to stop. I'm a tiny channel and works love. Megan Walsh. Yeah, the Megan Walsh story, Trinity. Candy Girl wants me to read her story. I know how I personally feel about YouTubers trying their hardest to expose different... expose YouTubers? I think it's horrible. I don't think that there's any reason for it. Let people figure it out. Let people figure it out. You know, if there's something major and serious, hey Amanda, then perhaps, you know, but no. Claire, there are days, honey, there are days that I really want to. Yeah, triggered, honey. Good to see you too. It's bad. I appreciate that, Michelle. There are days. There are fucking days, believe me. Yeah, when you block someone, they retaliate. And I am really sorry about all of that too, Squall. It's become such a sad place. I really wanted to do it, especially with you, Gavel. God damn, she's detailed, boy. Goodness gracious. Like, she's detailed. She challenges my thinking, which I like. And I wanted to do that. But this Summer Wells case is toxic. It's toxic. And I knew for myself that I would, if that other creator kept doing what she was doing, I am not somebody to argue on the internet. It's just not what I'll do. No. So, the minute I felt like, oh, for real? Okay, bish. Okay. Okay. And, you know, for a second I got a little psycho. And Scott was like, all right, take it down a notch. Get off the internet. Just get off. And I'm like, yeah, oh, I'm going to get off. And I'm going to get in my truck. Yeah. I can't. I cannot. It's not for me. So I just backed off, and that was the end of that. The Megan Walsh story. I can tell you that between Megan and John, Megan is going to lose. Only because I believe what she's saying, 100%. The elite, the trafficking, all of it is connected. Period. I did videos on Candy Gonzalez, actually. Everything Megan's saying is true, but you're never going to get people to believe it because it sounds like conspiracy theories. Am I buffering? I mean, the videos I put up before when we were going down the rabbit hole, I got struck. I got in trouble by YouTube. I was in a lot of trouble. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stop talking about this because you can't. You cannot talk about it. They do not want it out there. They don't want it out there. So you just can't. And you sound like a crazy person saying that these kids are being trafficked and there are very popular people in on it. People are just like, are you crazy? No. Are you blind? But the minute you want to bring it out into the open, you sound like a conspiracy theorist, and people don't want to hear it. And they dismiss the whole argument after that. The whole thing. And it's like, no, but listen. But people don't want to listen. So I've been wanting to switch it off. I feel like I'd be giving up. Yeah. I mean, I still will, in the background, you know, read about whatever. Hey, Gonzo, honey. I want Gonzo's life. Did you see his community wall? Man, he lives life, boy. We're on here, like, arguing, doxing, you know, doing stupid stuff, and he's literally living life. I think the day that Gonzo goes to rest, He's going to look back and say, I don't regret anything. Right? Look at all the things I've seen and the people I've talked to and the life I've experienced. I love that. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it, Nana. Hey, Rhonda. Sammy, Megan did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been watching it very, 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 very closely. I've been watching Megan's story very closely. Oh, she's going to be destroyed, Trinity. Absolutely destroyed. And it's not right. Skip, same. I lived through Gonzo. He's jumping off mountains, and I'm like, oh, I would die. He was walking on this thing. I was so nauseous. I was like, oh God, please, Gonzo, stop. Just stop. I can't do it. But I couldn't take my eyes away from it either. I was like, oh my God. What? He's looking down. I'm looking down. I'm like, oh my God, no, stop. I can't. It was terrifying. But that's how he lives his life out there. Doing all of the things, man. He is doing all the things. Yeah, he's like somersaulting with a bike up over clouds, parachuting into oceans with riding an alligator. I'm like, how? Why? How? I want to do those things, but I'll just do them through Gonzo. That's how I'm going to do them. I've lost all respect for her father. Nothing surprises me anymore. It shouldn't. John Walsh isn't saying his side. He's just saying she's mentally ill. I've listened to her speak. I don't think she's crazy. She doesn't sound crazy. Thanks, Gonzo. I don't think she's crazy, but it is a very heavy topic. It is not a topic you should go into lightly. You will get in trouble on YouTube. You will be labeled a conspiracy theorist. People will attack you for saying anything bad about John Walsh. So you have to be careful. You've got to be careful. I don't know, Becky. They didn't mention drugs. You know, they didn't. If she was on drugs, they would have taken the baby in the hospital. Yes, I did hear him during the laundry case. Yeah. I don't think she's crazy at all. I don't think she's crazy at all. No updates on Dylan. No, her nose, she has cancer. It's like the sun cancer, I believe, melanoma. It's a cancerous thing on her nose. And she was using like have you guys ever heard of like Rick Simpson oil for cancer? The THC CBD Rick Simpson oil? She was using that, and they said that she was fucking crazy because she's using that. What? Angel Overstreet, yeah. And I guess it's not new. She's just talking about it, and they don't like it. She had a home birth. Oh, you do, Nana? See? Yeah, well. But she brought the baby to the doctor. They gave her a clean bill of health. And he was mad, saying stuff like, she doesn't even take the baby to the doctor. It's not your business what she does with her baby. Literally not your business. I heard people asking like, well, she comes from a wealthy family. Why doesn't she have a house or a car? Well, she needs to go get a lawyer. And I think everything that she had was from her parents. So if her parents are not happy with her, what happens to her stuff? I don't think she gets to keep it. You know. But I don't know. Who knows, right? Same thing that happens to Britney Spears. Same thing happens to a lot of people. And it's wrong. It's wrong. But I promise you, Trinity, go down that road. Say the wrong word like PEDO out loud. Any of those words are triggers for YouTube. And you will be in trouble. Don't screen any of those documentaries That was a huge mistake that I made. It was really bad. I screened something, and I still, to this day, have a strike on me on my other channel. It's called, what was it? I was so angry about it. They got me. It was called, I wish I could see it. I don't even know what it is. Where can you even see it? It's been on there forever, and it never comes off. Ever. Like, I think that'll be there literally forever. I don't know where it is, but it's on my other channel, and it's never come off. It's been on there over a year. Her dad might have been, yeah, she's kind of saying that something went on with Adam. Yes, she is. Yep. She said that her mother would take her to stores and walk away. Is that true? If you lost your son in Sears, you would take your daughter and walk away from her in stores? I don't know. You never know what's true, right? But he's got all of her kids now. She's very well spoken. She does not seem crazy to me. So why take her kids? She has a safe place to live. Her kids are not abused. So why take her kids? Why? Who knows? But, and isn't her father no longer with her mom? I don't even know. It was extremely heartbreaking to watch the baby get taken away. She's having periods of psychosis. Yeah. Somebody asked me about the exposing stuff that's going on YouTube too. I mean, I think that it's old and tired. But I can tell you right now, if you put up Chasing Truth exposes Trinity, 1,000 people in the chat. People love it. They want to watch it. They want to see all the things. All the things. Hey, Breeze. My sister's that when I was a child. I still... Yeah. Yeah, Sapito. And I'm going to be going down to Tennessee in a full moon. That's going to be fun. Where's the dad in all this? Megan's baby's dad? I don't know. Morning, Kate. I don't know. What if they left the infant and CPS did not respond? This conversation would be so different. We demand that they act swiftly. Yeah, it's difficult, right? But the baby had gone to the doctor, and the baby was healthy and fine. So why take the baby away, right? Why take the baby? Because you feel like the way your daughter lives isn't appropriate? She's like a naturalist, you know what I mean? And they don't like that. You know, like anti-vaxxers. Ooh-wee. They will come for you, girl. They will come for you. So, it's about control. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty disgusted myself. I don't get it. You know, you don't need to do that. But there, I told you guys, there's a podcast that I am listening to. There's an ad on a podcast I'm listening to, and I've been trying to find it now. The ad says something, it's for another podcast, right? And it's saying, it's a woman, and she says, John Walsh, America's Most Wanted. I'm following him for my podcast, and something about she ended up seeing the monster. and he's not who we think he is. And she was put in a situation, the podcast lady, where she was fearful for her life. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But I do not know enough about Florida. Do they live in it? I don't know. You just want to hear me talk about everything. There's a lot to talk about. YouTube has our freedom of speech wrapped up. Oh, you better believe they do. You better believe they do. I have to find it. I got to go back to listening to the podcast because, and I'll be honest, when I first heard her say it, I was like, come on, lady. You're going to expose John Walsh? Stop. But then I hear about the Megan thing and I'm like, could this be? What is happening? What opinion would you like? I'm just paying attention. I watched all her interviews I could find. Yeah, she is saying all the same things. She is. Walsh seems kind of off. He might be. Yeah, all her kids. They took all the kids. I need nice coffee. Too early, too much. Trump and DeSantis, huh? We think these people present a show and that they are saints. Yeah, we do think that everybody is like these saints because they're doing something good. But just because you do something good doesn't mean you aren't also doing bad things. I heard she had an outstanding fine on a speeding ticket. I don't know. I'll look into that, Jude. When attacked, do we sit back and watch or bring our receipts to finalize theirs? I want to let it go. Well, I can tell you, Squall, if my story was being publicly questioned, and or my relationship with XYZ, and or my reasoning for coming into a case was being put out there in a way that could damage my credibility, I'd answer it, right? I tried in that chat to say, hey, the parasite comment definitely wasn't towards you. It was not. Go to 4126. I can tell you right now, it's 4126 on that video. And yes, chicken on a stick, it does say the word parasites, but she didn't mean Crystal at all. That's not what she was saying. She was saying because Crystal opened the door, parasites are going to try to get in. I understood what she was saying, and I can also understand that maybe that's what Crystal felt like she heard. I can totally get that she was probably like, why am I being called out? I get it. But for it to have evolved into what it did was very uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable. I did not like that. It was on a podcast. She had to pay a fine. Okay, Jude. I don't think that what Squall's talking about is directly related to the case. She's upset because of a past experience that she had. I mean, Squall's been in touch with me since September 2021. Her story's always been the same. She knew about things that people brought out much later. If she wanted clout off of this case, the things that she said to me, I have all the emails. She could have brought them out back then. She didn't. She could have used them for content. She didn't. I could have done the same. I could have taken what Squall told me and made content from it. Fast. Right? Super fast. Like, look what I found. No. Why was the knee-jerk reaction straight to the jugular? I have no idea, Claire, but it was not good. It was not good. Trishy. Yeah, I mean, was I in the house with Squall and Mr. Light? No. Do I have a right to question why she was there? No. Do I have a right to question why she may have drank a beer or not? No. Do I know for a motherfucking fact Frank Light is garbage? Yes. And how do I know that? Google him. He's garbage. Okay? Now, do I know people in real life who are garbage? Sure. Yep. Whole bunch of them. Does that mean that, this is years prior, anyway, to all of the bullshit? I mean, if all of our closets were opened, if our closets were all opened, what exactly would fall out? Probably a lot of shit. Right? Hey, Elizabeth. I agree, Jackie. The attack on the Wells is unbearable to watch. Because we don't have any fucking proof, man. Hey, level-headed. Can we call him Oscar Garbage? And yes. Hey, Heather. And don't look at my fucking closet. Show you. All the things gonna fall on your head and bump it. It's not gonna be fun. I've led less than a charmed life. Yeah. Yeah. It's who are we to question that? Why? Hey, Cold Case Crystal. I don't feel like it's right. And I felt like it could have probably been handled behind the scenes. I understand her point. She was upset. But at the same time, it may have just been misconstrued. And, when I put that comment in, I don't think she felt like I understood the situation. And I get it. Emotions are high. This case is rough, man. Who are we to question? We don't have any proof. Gonzo's right. But no proof. Susan, you think the Wells did this to themselves? They should have stayed off YouTube. Do you know what the first comments about them were? Because I have them. Before they ever showed up on YouTube, there were the most horrific things being said about them. All over social media. All over social media. So, how did they do that to themselves? By looking the way they do? Hey, Cup of Crime. MC. How'd they do that to themselves? They didn't. They did not. Did they bring more hate upon themselves and more suspicion by coming onto YouTube? Sure. Yes, they did. But even when Don was coming on with Cher and he dressed nice and he was talking nice, people still attacked him. When he came on and was shit-faced and yelling, people still attacked him. When he wasn't coming on, people were still attacking him. If he was on too much, people were attacking him. Candace wouldn't come on, people were attacking her. John goes to jail, Candace comes on, people are attacking her. It's the people. It's the people. Yeah, Brett, you gotta wonder that, right? What do I think about the attack on Jody Sue? Well, a lot of what Jody Sue says, for me personally, is confusing. You are right. They were guilty from, immediate, minute one. Minute one. Do I think Jody should be attacked? No, not at all. Not at all. It's not right to attack people. Can you critique her wording, if she's on social media, she has a channel, and if they're going back and forth, not just she's a guest on people's panels and everybody's attacking her like they did the Wells, that's wrong. But Jody has more information than it seems anybody else, right? If you have more information as far as the scream, the times, the people in the area, then yes, your words are probably going to be dissected much more than other people's words. Dissecting words are one thing. Going over her words, if they're contradictory or her times are off or something's wrong, going over that in a case, that's fine. Attacking her speech, her looks, her choices, her kids, bullshit. It's wrong. None of that has anything to do with anything else. Yeah, why is Dawn silent? Cause he in the jail? Cause he in the jail. You don't have to trust her info at all, right? If you don't trust Jody, don't watch her. Just don't even pay attention to what she has to say, right? But that's not what we do. If we don't like her or we don't trust her, we must then attack her. And it's gross. It's gross. Nobody should attack anyone, but stating inconsistencies, I agree. Stating inconsistencies? Nuh-uh. He called you Elizabeth? Oh my goodness. He probably naked in the DMs, honey. I don't think Dawn is going to jail in Utah. No, I don't. I'm probably wrong. He probably is. But do I think he is? No, I don't. I think there are too many rumors, and until law enforcement comes and takes him away in cuffs, that's when I'll believe it. Because no, I don't believe it. Nope, I don't. I don't believe anything anymore. Nope. I mean, didn't Sonia allegedly go visit Dawn? Except she didn't. Except she didn't. It's just like, I don't believe shit. Nothing. Nothing. If you go public, you must be aware. Sure, people are going to dissect everything you say and do, right? Do you need to dissect her hair, her glasses, her nightgown, her house, her kids, her dogs, her living conditions, her speech, her cancer drugs, her treatments, if she goes, da-da-da. No. What you can dissect, though, oh, she said the scream happened at this time on, June 26th, but then she said the scream happened at this time on July 9th, and then in September she said this. So let's look at these things. Hey, Bex, honey. Look at those things, right? You be logical, be a critical thinker, sit and dissect those things, put some effort and work into it. It's easy to get on here. I can't stand that bitch. Do you hear how she talks? She's so stupid. Oh my God, she's dirty. She doesn't even look like she took a fucking shower. She's disgusting. Those poor kids. Oh my God. Poor Voldemort. How did he deal with that bitch? I can't stand her. What does that have to do with Summer? I'll wait. Nothing. Or, okay guys, here's our timeline. Here's what she said on these days, but then on these, she said something else. So maybe we need to clarify this with her because this doesn't sound right. Maybe she was off on this. Why would she be off on this? Why did she say this? Can we match this up with any other factual source at all? It's easy. You don't have to be an asshole. You don't. You don't. How in the hell did I put a 5 in the word math? Who knows? Math is now spelled with a 5. Why not? If you want to personally attack another channel, leave some. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course you can dislike her and talk shit with your friends. You know, do I think. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. The first time I played something to Jody Sue's, I was like, don't dare fucking attack her in this chat room. Don't you fucking dare. But since then, you know, she's been involved in a lot of controversy. And I'm just like, ain't nobody got time to listen to that. I am not even listening to it. So, whatever. You know, do I think that she uses YouTube as a diary or a journal or something? I do. And you're opening yourself up to a lot of assholes, whether you like it or not. You're opening yourself up to that. So you can't blame anybody. I don't think JS has all the info she claims. Maybe not. Yeah, and I don't think she likes them. So if you don't like somebody, your opinion's already biased, right? So in theory, that's great, but actually it's not encouraged. No, yeah, asking questions probably isn't encouraged. You're probably told to go screw yourself. But after a while of being on here and seeing how messy it can get, Jenny, it's like, are you going to answer anybody's questions? No. Look at how many people befriended Candace and fucked her. I wouldn't answer anybody's questions either. Nope. Nope. Not after seeing everything that's been done to people on here. People who are friends with Dawn, fucked him. People who are friends with Candace, fucked her. People who are friends with Grandma, fucked her. No, I'm not going to answer nothing. No. I'm not answering nothing. Because people are not nice. And it gets exhausting after a while. You just don't want to do it anymore. You're just like, you know what? No. You can't blame people. Yeah, same, Bex. I just don't watch her. I don't watch her. Community's full of drama is taking focus off Summer. It should be about finding her. Not credible. Lawson didn't say that all of Jody Sue's statements are not credible. Thank you, Lily. You too, Susan. Some beach somewhere. Here's the worst part. People in real life form relationships just to better themselves. Yeah, I mean, you know. It's a mess. What is Squall putting in the chat? Spiders. What spiders? These spiders. Hey, Sunflower. I mean, you know, believe me, I talk a lot of shit. I really do. I'm a little out of control. But I don't talk shit online where, you know, I don't have to be mean to people. I want to. Sometimes. I really do. I want to just come on and be like, you know what? Stop fucking talking. But it's not my business to tell anybody what to do, so I don't. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, bye. I don't know. Come on. You're making me angry. The sad thing is how it's rolling over into other missing people. Yeah. People don't want to participate. Hey, Rogue House. When HSB first appeared on YouTube, I went and watched all her. You gotta have discernment, though. You can't really just believe everything everybody says, right? We have to really like what Jenny does. You know, her spreadsheet is awesome. The database she has is really great. because she's comparing statements. She may not like certain people, and she doesn't have to, but she's using factual data or words that came from people's mouths, and that's the way you do it. Told me to go look through her videos to find the answer to my question. I couldn't. Hey, Raven, I ain't going through nobody's nada. Unless it's super important, then I might. I might. And that's a big I don't know. That's a huge I don't know. Like, ain't nobody got time for this at all. Nobody has time for this. I can't. And especially in this case, I'm just... This one has killed me. I can't do it. Raven. Mary Beth, what happened? I don't know what happened. Absolutely, POS. Generational curses, 100%. Soul ties, all of that. Mary Beth, why do you keep saying what happened? Did something happen to you? What are you talking about, sis? What happened? I don't know. But what happened? I don't know. What happened? I don't know. No, nothing happened to you? Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Sheet, I did not mean to do that. Sheet. Yeah, there's a lot of curses out there. I believe in them. You mentioned a case you're working on with Gray. What case is that again? Mara Murray. We've been doing it over on So Mean Allegedly. Oh, on generational curses? I was taught about soul ties and all of that. I can tell you, generational curses are real. My experience alone, they're absolutely real. And if you don't choose to look into them and to break them, you're definitely doing yourself and your kids a disservice. I am broken. I have my DNA done, and the man I know. Oh my goodness gracious! But Nana, he is. He's the one who raised you. He is. Right? Hey, Beverly. That is your dad. Just because he's not your DNA dad doesn't mean shit. My stepdad wasn't my DNA dad, but he was my dad. Right? Thanks, TL. My bio dad was a cop. Does that shock you? No. Oh, the Dior case was rough. Is rough. I've thoroughly studied Yeah. KK says, from a science-based point of view, generational curses can be described as epigenetics. My sister studied it for her work. Pretty. A parent is a verb, not a noun. Very true, Qwerty. Very true. Yeah, no way. My stepdad definitely was not a blood relative, and the best man I've ever known. Best guy I've ever known, man. A wonderful person. And I didn't meet him till I was 18. So, the one who raised me ain't my dad. That's for damn sure. But he did all the wrong things, the one who raised me. But I can say the one who my mom met when I was 18, wonderful, wonderful man. More of a dad to me than any of the other weirdos my mother had around. So, if people spend 6 hours, spend a week volunteering, it would be a wonderful thing. Yeah, I used to volunteer a lot more than I do now. we can't pick our parents, but we absolutely, Bama. My bumpa grandpa wasn't my bio, but he loved us all. Because he was a piece of shit. I hear ya. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, Aussie. Thank you, honey. I don't know what my phone's doing. Hold on, please. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Everything takes forever on this phone. Yeah, I remember my pastor told me about soul ties and stuff. Oh my goodness. And generational curses, all those things. I was like, oh my god. Ah, no problem, Rogue. Sweet sometimes. It's storming there? Gavel Geeks, your knowledge was needed last night on the live. JS brought out the fact that the search dog stopped at her feet. Yeah, my stepdad was the best guy ever. He was rough, boy. He wasn't taking no shit, that's for sure. But what a great guy he was. I miss him all the time. Hello, Allison. Chasing Truth and then the number 2 at Gmail. Elizabeth, yeah, we get along really well. What do you mean verify my card? You motherfucker. You want to make sure it's me? What? Okay. It's me, you idiots. What are you talking about? So weird, bro. Outside the box with Louie Joe. I gotta hold this like to the sun, man. Like to the sun. Here. Alright, good. Confirm my order. Thank you. You too, Claire. Hello, Jackie. Yes, I am. I am going to the Tennessee. Hey, Robin. Yep, I got all Jace's clothes labeled, lined up. I'm going to have the Fisher schedule ready today. I'm going to be gone a day and a half. Come on, will ya? Everything has to be organized before I go. Every single thing. Everything. Do they have Ubers there? I'm assuming so, right? Do they have Ubers? Ubers? They do? Probably not. They stopped because her dogs were there, not because Somerset stopped there. Hopefully she didn't say something different last night. Ooh. In Kingsport they do, right? Alright. Alright, good. Good. Thanks, Jetty. Uber, yes, in Kingsport. Ernie will be my Uber driver. Hi, Ernie. How are you today? I don't like driving around in the dark. It's not my thing. So, be careful. You sound like something terrible is going to happen, Elizabeth. My gosh. You'll drive me around, Gabble Geeks, all right? Come use your car, Nana. Road less traveled. What's wrong? Of course I met Stephanie Hollow. I hugged her and everything. She's adorable. She's a little peanut. First time in chat. But I've been watching you a long time. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're gonna drive me around? You don't know me? I'll take it. I need an Uber to and from the hotel. That's it. From the hotel to the Warriors Park. I'll get an Uber. Uber might be a donkey in the bend. Well, I'll do all of that on my own, all that driving around on my own. But that'll be before I go to the event at 6. So, are you coming? You don't know me? Are you going to be there? Of course, I'm going to be safe, yeah. Tell Robin Lane you said hello. I will. I certainly will. Robin Lane says hi, Robin Lane. Let's hug. No one in here. Now you know you're a liar, QWERTY. Are you a good night driver, Jenny? You are? Oh my God, I'm so excited. You don't know me. I want to meet you in person. You've been here forever, ever. You planned to go TL and canceled? Yeah, Michelle, I'm going. I'll be leaving here at the ass crack of dawn on Wednesday morning. I am. You met in Chattanooga? Oh, I will. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go and, I don't know, do my deal, drive around and look at the things, I guess. I don't know. And then do the 6 o'clock and, yeah, Elizabeth, me either. Oh, Clarissa, I'll be super careful. I am not worried about anybody on Ben Hill or anywhere else for that matter. But I stay alert. I keep a baseball bat in my car. Don't worry. And I ain't afraid to use that motherfucker either. But no, I'll be fine. I don't plan on going to the Hawkins County Police Station or wherever, sheriff's office. That's the only place I'd get in trouble is at that vigil. That's where I would get in trouble, but I'm not going there. So, hey, Puff. QWERTY. The vigil in the parking lot goes down, yeah. People like lurks. Yeah, Clarissa, I don't know. I'm gonna just go, I don't know. You know, how can you talk about a kid for a whole year and then have a day for her and not go to it? Do you know what I mean? Feels kind of yucky to me. So, for me personally, you know, like, when Scott was like, well, why do you want to go? I was like, because I don't know. Because I talked about her for a whole year and I feel like I should go. I don't know. Is Robin Lane? Stop it, Robin. Michelle, of course not. You think people are going to see my license plate? I got that covered, sis. You already know. Already thought of that. Of course. Occurs. They're letting us plant a native plant for summer. That's so nice. And a plaque. You're so sweet, Jenny, for doing all of this. Even Robin Lane can confirm it. That's nuts. Good morning, Nikita Gold. Oh yeah, YouTubers will probably run into each other, sure. But I'll be in an Uber, so there's that, right? In the past week, forgive me if I missed an explanation, but what was the phone record? What? If I missed, but what was the phone record or whatever on my community post? Phone record? What do you mean? On my community post? I have no idea. The 911 calls? Oh. Okay, I know what she's talking about now. So they had put out, I think Squall was talking about, the Megan Boswell trial starts today. So Squall and somebody else were saying that there's a local who said they saw the cars going up Ben Hill or Beach Creek at 5:30 in the afternoon. Right? Oh, Barbara, no. Don't worry about it, honey. But I'm like, well, where the hell are the other calls then? There's no other calls. There's no other calls. So that's all it was. It wasn't anything else. But they said they turned it over to the FBI. So, okay. Adrian, Nana, Gemini, and Yennefer. I always wondered if that was her real name. I thought her name might be Jennifer, but she changed it on here to Yennefer. I've never heard the name Yennefer before. But is her name actually Yennefer? Zip ties with the bat. Man, I got a bat like Negan. Motherfucker got a name. I'm kidding. I don't. What was Negan's bat's name? I forget. But went off walking. Yeah, that's what they said. Because I think that's what the boys said initially. Yeah, I forget Negan's bat's name, but I love Negan. Lucy? Lucille, yes. Yes, Lucille. Negan's one of my favorites. Hey, Carolina. And my stepdad always carried a bat in his car. Always. That's where, you always carry something. Buford Pussers in the house. Hey, let's be real. Oh, my friend named her kids with a Y instead of a J. Yeah, it's like a knee slap. Knee slapper. I love Negan. He's so cute. He's my boyfriend. I even follow him on TikTok. That's kind of pathetic, but whatever. I do. Mind your business. Yeah, you don't want to be stuck anywhere unarmed. Come on, will you please? No, you aim for the head. Aim for the head. Candace said she walked her mom's camper. You have a Negan shirt? Yeah, I heard it's going to be super duper duper hot. So, the judge set a new date for February 2023 for the Boswell case. Did they? So it's not starting today? You follow him on Instagram? See, yeah, we're all a little fucking crazy. Well, let's see then. Damn it. Does the Megan Boswell case start today? Hey, see, my phone understands Boston. Somewhere. Nope. It's moved back to February 2023. Megan Boswell, the woman charged with murdering her 15-month-old daughter, Evelyn, appeared in a Sullivan County courtroom. Judge James Goodwin granted a motion by the defense to move the trial back to February 6, 2023. Defense attorney Brad Sproles asked for more time in regards to a fingerprint examination that was just returned. A motions hearing in the case has been set for September 23rd. A change of venue hearing was scheduled for December 16th. She faces charges of murder, aggravated child abuse, and multiple counts of false reporting. Yep. Yeah, she was in court, but the trial doesn't start. Yeah, the Daybell case is so wild, man. Brandy. I don't have Skin So Soft, but I heard they're pretty bad there. I mean, I used to live down south, so I'm used to getting bit to death by bugs. They bite me now here. So, I'm used to it. Bastards. Let me see, do I have any messages from my boss guy? Da dee 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 dee. COVID booster. Well, that's great. Why am I tagged in this? I don't want to be tagged in this. What do you want? Don't tag me in that. What else? What else I need to know? Tech related question. Da 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 da. Boop. Nope. No private messages? No? Okay, good. Next week. Let me put my messages in here for this week. Camp for Jace. Wednesday and Thursday this week. 9 a.m. Boop. There you go. I had to tell the people that I wouldn't be there. Yeah, I don't even know where you can find that though. Skin So Soft. I have no idea. Yeah, what other cases should we be talking about? Do you guys want to talk about other than Summer's case? Generational curse thing. How does one look into that? Ugh, that's a whole thing on generational curses. It's not like a curse like that a witch puts on you. You know, it's not quite like that. So you have to look back into your family history, right? The patterns and the take my family for example. My grandmother, right, was extremely abusive to my mother. She was a single mom of 9. My grandfather left to go get cigarettes, true story, and never came back because the mob was looking for him, but nobody knew that. Anyway, when he left, she had to take on more jobs, so she was never home. So my mother became the mother. Like my Uncle Jimmy thought my mother was his mother. That's how much my grandmother wasn't around. And when my grandmother was around, she was extremely abusive to my mother, mainly. Because my mother was supposed to be running the house, right? But she was young. And then my mother became a very violent person. She was very abusive to me. So I could have carried on that same thing, right? But, I didn't. It's on Amazon. I chose not to have children because of this. Yeah. So it's like the sins of your ancestors, and I say sins not in the religious way, but it's carrying them down and using them as almost like a crutch to behave the way that you behave, right? It's same with soul ties. Soul ties are people that you have sex with or sleep with or get into intimate partnerships with. If you don't break the soul tie when you separate from the person, you bring that into your next relationship. And things can get very messy. It can get very, very messy. It's like generational trauma, sure, yeah. Yeah. My life sounds parallel to yours. Yeah, you can act exactly like them and learn. Yeah, you learn and you break it or you don't. Bible says fourth generations will carry the sins of their fathers. Yep. Hey, Helen. Oh, the soul ties are for real, for real. Oh. They are something else. When I ever learned about those, I was like, oh, I don't like these. I don't like this. I mean, think about that. You know, you're sharing your most intimate times with somebody who's shared intimate times with somebody who's shared intimate times with somebody, and there's all these souls and they're all tying up, and you're bringing this into your life moving forward. You know, if you don't break those, then you're carrying a lot of weight around. Morning, Bonita. Oh yeah, I broke those curses. Absolutely, Tara. 100%. 100%. Well, it's more about you, Robin, than them, right? It's more about you and your behaviors and your realization of what generations before you were like and what you're going to be like. Yeah, it's like you're carrying around other people's I don't want to say the weight of other people. It's not as simple as, oh, I had a boyfriend, we slept with them, I slept with him, and it's over with now. That's not the way they look at it. I'd love to see you and Gray cover Redhead Murders, the Bible. Oh, email me that. I've never heard of this. Yes. So, your soul's tied to the whole planet, and your soul tied to a whore, basically. Basically, Cordy. And I hope you're not soul tying to whores. Don't be Yahuwah lame. No, there's not a So Mean allegedly stream today. It'll be on Friday. I gotta talk to Gray today, because I'll be gone Wednesday, Thursday. It's more about making conscious choices in your life, really, to simplify the whole thing, right? A lot of people blame, I can attest to this, blame their parents for their sins. And again, I don't mean sins in the most religious way. Well, I grew up like this and I'm fine. My mother beat my ass and I'm fine. My kids will be fine. My mother was always drunk. Me drinking's not going to do anything wrong. My mother slept with a lot of guys. My dad was abusive. My dad was a fucking criminal. So it's not so bad what I'm doing. It's using your family's experiences, like my whole family. It's true. They're all addicts. I'm not. I could use it, though, as an excuse. If I wanted to, right? I could say, well, you know, my whole family's addicts, so what can I do? I was doomed, man. I could say, you know, my mother whooped my ass all the time, so yeah, I can smack the shit out of my kids. I turned out fine. It's no problem. No. You have to make those choices, you know, to do things a different way and not carry on the things that happened. If your mom was a Karen, you will be taught Karen. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Be a victim or be a survivor. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you have to acknowledge what happened in the past. Like, me and my sister are similar but very different. She's very aggressive when it comes to her kids. You know what I'm saying? She's aggressive, boy. And she can be very heartless. And she admits it, you know. She's like, yeah, I'm very cold and heartless sometimes because I feel like I went through all of this and I'm fucking fine and I have a degree and I've done this and they can't. And I'm like, but they aren't you. And everybody's life and experiences are different. They're not you. Don't treat them as though they are, because they're human beings who don't owe you your experience. Your kids don't owe you any emotional support, validation, or anything else for the trauma you lived through. You don't get a trophy for that. Yeah, you survived it. Great, good for you. That doesn't mean you're allowed to put your trauma that you feel like you survived on their heads and expect them to survive it. They're not you. They're actual humans with emotions. And you're saying because we were so brutally abused that a little abuse, yelling, screaming, crazy expectations should be okay? It's not okay. It's not okay. One thing that people hate that I say is your kids don't owe you shit. They don't owe you a motherfucking thing. Nothing. You owe your kids. Your kids don't owe you. You brought them here. They did not ask you to come here. You brought them in the world. You brought them here. Oh, Mama She, I miss River too. And people feel like that. My kids are disrespectful. They owe me respect. No, they don't. Are you raising respectful humans? Are you raising respectful humans? Because they don't owe you respect unless you're raising a respectful human being. If you didn't raise a respectful human being, you're going to have a disrespectful human being on your hands. That's it. They don't come out of the womb disrespectful. So, you know, it's a lot. And people do feel like, they really, really feel like their kids owe them something. They don't owe you a gosh darn thing. Except maybe not to put you, you know, in a home later. But that all depends on your attitude, I suppose. Right. Are you respectful? And I respect my kids, right? I've always taught my daughter, she has a voice. You use your voice. Don't go overboard. Don't be crazy now, will ya? But you have every right to speak up about how you feel, period. And a lot of people don't respect that with me. They're like, but she's a kid. No, she's a human being. And she has a voice. And she's allowed to use it. And if you're disrespectful to her, how do you expect to get treated? Just because she's a kid doesn't mean she's fucking below you. No, I won't have it. I won't have it. Most things are a choice. Right. Respect goes both ways, and disrespect too, yeah. You know, Scott and I get into it. He was raised way old school, and so was I. But I switched my thinking, and Scott is old, banging school. Like, you don't talk back, you speak when spoken to, blah, 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 blah. No. So we really had to get into it over that. We had to get into it over that. You know, and if he talks crazy to my daughter, and she turns around with an attitude, I'm like, well, what do you expect? What do you expect? Children are not our possessions. They're not. You don't have the right to talk to her in a manner in which is disrespectful. You can be stern, you can tell her what to do, but as soon as you start with the cussing and the disrespect and you expect her to take it, you're teaching her that people and men can disrespect her. No. 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 Mm-mm. And, he's like, yeah, that's true. Yeah. And of course, we can all do better. There are some days when I'm like, girl, I'm going to punch your teeth out. Of course, I don't mean it, but I want to. I want to punch your teeth out. But don't think that because there are kids, you can just talk to them crazy. No, you cannot. You cannot. Oh, Amanda. Mermaid in the ICU. Oh. Yeah, and it takes a lot for kids to learn that too. Like my daughter, she's quite the hardhead. And she'll say things like, my friend's not a good friend to me. And I'm like, she doesn't know you to be a good friend. What do you mean? She's like, yeah, she does. Friends have to such and such. I'm like, no, they don't. No, they don't. It's your decision. Do you like the way she treats you? No? Okay, walk away then. She's like, what do you mean? She needs to change. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She doesn't owe you anything. Nothing. Nope. Sorry. That's not right. Yes, it is. She was not put here to be your good friend and behave how you want her to behave. That's just not accurate, and she doesn't owe you shit. If you don't like how you are being treated, don't be friends with the person. If you're staying in a situation where you're friends with somebody and you don't like how they treat you, whose fault is that? Yours or theirs? I'm going to go with yours. And all the fish are here. Hello, fishies. And all the gnats. I hate you so much. There's a billion. I can't take it anymore. I've been vacuuming them up. What do you think about that? It's not really working, though. Let me put this up here. You're just going to be seeing the top of my head. Yeah. Don't let anybody treat you a certain way, but don't stay to argue about it and have drama. Like, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? I don't like how this person does this, but I'm not gonna walk away from the situation? Sure you are. Walk away from the situation. And all the people said amen. I don't know. You feeling better today after throwing up all night? I hope so. She literally threw up everywhere last night. We teach people how to treat us exactly. Hey, Pam. Do I have potted plants in the house? Just one. Only one. Only one. Only one, baby. It's an orchid. I've got an orchid in the house. Lola. Oh, that's Lola in 7. Of course it is. Lola, come on, girl. Lola. Wanna say hello to the fish? Hello, fishies. Hello. Oh, Mr. Snowman, bring me a dream. Make it the cutest that I've seen. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. Until the night is lonely nights are over. I know it's Sandman, but I still sing it to Snowman because he loves that. He loves that song. All right, one more smoke and then I gotta go, guys. I got shite to do. Oh, I think it's gonna be 100 degrees today. Ish. 100 degrees ish. Patrick, you live under the sea? That's very good. Very nice, Patrick. I like that. You're allergic to females? Oh, well. Hey, Prissy. I'm allergic to a lot of females too, Patrick. Don't worry about it. Ow. Thanks, 80s. Sometimes. 105. Keep in mind, Qwerty don't know shit. What is Qwerty saying? Qwerty, Robin, you can't beat yourself up. Mm-hmm. Live and learn, man. That's all you can do. That's it. And I just decided, beating my kids and berating them probably isn't the best thing. It messed me up. I had to have a lot of therapy. I'm like, well, this wasn't fun. So I want them to go into society as healthy as they can be. Kids, that's it. Yeah, it's hot, but I love it being hot, so. Am I near a beach? No. It's a couple hours. It's a couple hours. I used to live on the end of the road from the beach. How awesome was that? In Boston. But you only got to go like July and August because it was very, very, very freezing. But boy, the first day the beach was ready for us to go, honey, we were so excited to get there. I love the salt water. Oh, see, Angela? We're hitting 90 Massachusetts off to Cape Cod tomorrow. You and everybody else on the planet. I hate the Cape Cod Bridge with a passion. I still dream about it. I still dream about that bridge. It's so terrifying. Hate it so much. We went there every year in my childhood. Every single year. To Hyannis. Anyone else need a problem that needs fixing? Nothing. Oh, the smell of the salt, the sand. There's nothing better than the ocean. Nothing. Oh, I miss the smell of the ocean. So much. So, so much. Yes. Does it, Angela? I hate that bridge. Fucking awful, man. Awful. It looks so high, doesn't it? Like when you're driving up to it to go up and over into Hyannis. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I still dream about it to this day. It's always the same dream. Oh, it's terrifying. I hate it. No, Crystal. I'll be hopefully at home some point during the summer. I go to Castle Island. Yeah. You live on a beach. Oh. Yeah, it's the same here. I mean, it is. There is not a cloud in the sky. It is hot. Nag's Head. I love Nag's Head too. Oh yeah, it's not even the hot month here at all. No. Oh, wait till mid-July here. It's like, but I love it so much. And I don't tan, which is really sad. But yeah, I burn like a little lobster. You live at the Outer Banks, honey? Whoa, that's gonna be beautiful. It's humid, but not humid like Mississippi, New Orleans, not like that. That is, that's like hitting a wall of air. You walk outside, you're like, you can't even breathe. It's done. Oh, only during the summer. My brother-in-law and sister went to the Cape. Yeah, I love the Cape, man. Oh, the Cape's so nice. No salt, no sharks. What fun is it with no salt and no sharks? Look like you just go into sunstroke, pretty much. I love sharks with a passion, and I love the salt water. I don't like fresh water. I think it's dirty. I really feel like the salt cures everything. I have no idea why. But I hate like freshwater lake. I ain't going in there. No, 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 no. I'm sure there's like organisms that'll get up your nose and kill your brain or something. No, I'm not doing it, man. You did not, QWERTY. Oh my God, imagine. I'd give anything to swim with a shark. I love them so much. I'm obsessed with sharks. Obsessed with them. Ow. Yeah, lakes weird me out too, Tara. I'm like, mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, watch an autopsy. Hell to the no. Europe. To find the different coffees. I'm on a lake today. It's beautiful. I can't. It's a clean lake. I'd need the paperwork on that. Oh, I'll tan, will I? They come out of nowhere. Oh my God, I would love that. I love sharks so much. They're so amazing. Oh. I'd swim with whales, sharks, anything. Put me in the ocean, man. Leave me there. Jace asked me that the other day. If you didn't have a job, what job would you have? So, well, I think I'd be a marine biologist, buddy. I'd be under the sea. It's the only thing I could think of that I'd really want to do. Lola, come on, mamas. That's it. It's the only thing I'd really, really want to do. Like, I would love that. Do you guys want to see Scott's new saltwater fish tank? You do. Wow, this is nice, Aries. I'm really glad that you've had a good time while I'm gone. Y'all don't want to see any of that, I assure you. Scott's tank's nice, guys. It's nice. Woogadis. Woogadis. I've swum with dolphins. That was great. So these are blue-green chromis. That is a huge clownfish. There is a sand-sifting goby. And he has a fox face, but it hides often. Oh, there it is. He looks painted. You can see his nose. Do you see his nose back there? Let me get him to move. He's a big chicken. He's scared of everything. Oh, he's got his spikes up. See him? Yeah, he's pissed. But he's all yellow. I'll pixel. Hold on. Is it better now? All right, wait. Is it better now? I put my Wi-Fi back on. Let me know if it's any better. That's better? It's not clear. Yes, clear. Much better, yes. Okay, good. All right, Prissy. So there you go. They are the blue-green chromis. There's his huge clownfish that I got him yesterday. He's doing corals. I don't. So there's all kinds of corals in here. You can see a snail on the back. These were my corals that were dying, so he took them for me down here. See? It's just getting all set up now, really, but... another coral right there. Yep. Yep. Some more snails right there. And I put some hermit crabs in. So it's a cleanup crew for them. Get him a sea apple. I do sit and watch them. I'm awful. Yeah, I do. I really just sit and watch mine because mine are spectacular. Stop, guys. I get a lot of cleaning to do, apparently. Aries, thank you. These are Scott's freshwater fish. Do you want to see we have eggs? See the eggs? Oh, he's mad. These are his babies right there. See them? They belong to him and her. These two. They've been protecting them. See? Yes. Yeah, these are his angelfish and his discus. That's one of his discus. They're just looking for food right now, so that's his ram. Look at his black angelfish. It's huge. Then he has his neon tetras that he started the thing with. Rodent Beach. The homes are falling into the ocean. What the shit? Yeah, so those are his discus. Where's the little red discus? Here. Where's the red discus? There's the blue discus. Uh-oh. We just did a water change, so you never know. Oh, there he is. What are you doing, buddy? He gets scared. And then mine, of course, are stunning. There we go. Mine all have names, of course, unlike his. Hi, Mookie. Hi, Mookie. Nichols. There's Blaze. Hi, guys. Hi, Walter. Hi, Walter. Yep. Oh, I love salt water. It's so great. It's so awesome. Yes, mine all have personalities. They do. That's Mookie. Hi, Mookie. I love you. I love you. There's Angelina. Mr. Snowman. Mr. Snowman. He is nutty, boy. I'll tell you what. He's a Niger Trigger. And he was in the fish store. Oh my God, Walter. Who are you judging today, sir? Who, sir? Who? Everybody? All the YouTubers? I know. I know. They're out of control, man. Hi, Mookie. Yeah. He was there forever. Have I ever seen a dogfish? He's right here. That's a dog-faced puffer. Right there. That's the dogfish. Right there. Live and in person, girl. That's my Nichols. That's my guy. Right there. That's my man's. Yeah, the Mr. Snowman had been in the tank, and he was so weird. He would do the weirdest stuff. I had to get him. So he came home with me. It was a chance that I was taking, because they're known to be a little nuts. But he's been great so far, so... Yeah, how many degrees is it right now? 1 billion? 85. Yeah, it's salt water. I have salt, I have fresh water, and I have 2 salt waters upstairs, and then I have beta tanks. But I'm building eventually. It's gonna cost, so we gotta save a very big tank for these guys right here because they're gonna grow. We have to have a big tank for them. This one's gonna be a foot long. That one's gonna be a foot long. That one's gonna be 9 inches. That one's gonna be 9 or 10 inches. And then this one grows up to 2 feet long. So I have to have a huge tank. So I have to build one. We have to get one built. Yep. Yep, I gotta do it. So then it'll be that one, that one, that one, this one, and that one. They'll all go in the big tank on their own. And then everybody else will stay in this tank. Frank, you bastard. What? It's your mokey moke. So yeah, I've got to do it. Mainly for him. He's got to have a nice home for himself. He's my baby. So, Miss Beverly. Yeah, Chloe, they're so expensive. I know, Sleuth, I'll be riding a shark through my friggin' yacht or something. Cleaner shrimp last week, pygmy hawk. Shrimp was huge. Oh no. Yeah, I can't have any inverts in here at all because they'll eat them. This guy, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy. These are all allegedly predator fish, but they're really not. They're awesome. So, you're welcome, Curdy. Yeah, once I can responsibly, you know, pay for it, then I have to do it before he's too old. So we're guessing it's going to take up one of the walls in the living room. It'll probably, that's 125 gallons. So it's going to have to be at least 300. It's going to be huge. So, all right, now I got to go. I love you. I do. It's the true story. But I must go. I got to get all the things done. So, thank you, Southern Belle. Yeah, they're a lot of work. You got to really... they're a lot of work. So, but I love them so much. So it's worth it. All right, y'all. I love you. I'll see you soon. Everybody have a great day. Oh, Michelle, it's a mess. If I showed it to you, really, it is... It's not good. The next hour I'll spend cleaning, and then I gotta go to work. Okay, I love you. Bye.